This episode of the Bayou Dragons podcast is proudly brought to you by Dragon Industrial Wrap.
Fierce. Ready for any project, no matter how big or how small. Dragon Industrial Wrap.
Baby, 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 you don't understand what you got yourself into, loving this rodeo man. Baby, 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 I can't lie to you no more. So many things I need to say before you walk out that door. I didn't write rules of the road. There's so many stories just can't be told, and I keep on thinking everything's alright. But the truth is, darling, I need your love tonight. Don't think I don't love you. Don't think I don't care. If you understand, girl, take my hand and just beware. Oh, I need you, baby, beside me here tonight. Baby, 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 here we go again. You're talking bad behind my back to all our old friends. Baby, 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 I just can't get it right. Back to pack, my tanks are full, I got a good draw tonight. I didn't write the rules of the road. There's so many stories just can't be told, and I keep on thinking everything's alright. But the truth is, darling, I need your love tonight. Don't think I don't love you. Don't think I don't care. If you understand, girl, take my hand and just beware. Oh, I need you, baby, beside me here tonight.
What a way to start episode 41 of the Bayou Dragons podcast. You have me, Mitch McCall, reoccurring guest Ryan Warhola, and actually reoccurring guest Rance May, who's this is your third or fourth time to be on the podcast.
Sure.
Also.
Sure.
And that was very special. This will be one of the, not the first time, but one of the first times that's been publicly broadcasted.
Sure. Yeah. Going to be a few of them like that tonight.
Yeah, we're going to have a full-blown Rance May episode. And
by the end of the night, I will tell you the date of the most highly anticipated record that I've ever recorded will be coming out.
And we've been talking about it for a while now. Do you know the name?
Yes.
You're just gonna wait. You can wait.
I'm gonna wait and tell you the name and the release. You got to listen through or fast forward through all the bullshit.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. We've been talking about it literally since like my bachelor party at 4 years ago when the first time we listened to Show Goes On, which is out on all streaming platforms.
Sure, yeah, it came out. Yeah,
he did that as a solo, and you also did. What was the other one that you did?
Tulsa Turnaround.
Turnaround.
Old Kenny Rogers roaster right there.
Yeah, another solid.
The new edition, the
So-
first edition.
Everybody that does listen, check that out. You know, at least until the time being and when this gets released. I have no clue when it's going to get released. I guess I'll figure out here in about an hour.
Yeah.
So anyway, before we get into that, we are sitting at a different little place than we usually are. We're actually with Ryan Warhola out at beautiful Pipkin Ranch.
Yep, Pipkin Ranch.
At the lodge. So everybody that is listening to this, we do have a raffle going on right now, courtesy of working alongside with Ryan and Pipkin Ranch. $50 raffle tickets online for a 2-person, 2-day private duck hunt, and you get to hang out with the Bayou Dragons. So
I've heard a lot about Pipkin Ranch, and this is actually my first time here, but I know the hunting out here is very good, and Ryan took me, you know, where everyone bunks down for the night when they have guests and clients and everything. And this is an incredible place, man. Awesome. I mean, there's mounts everywhere, full-blown kitchen, bar. I mean, this is a cool place, and we're going to have a great time when whoever wins that raffle's in for a treat.
Yeah, you know, I grew up, cut my teeth duck hunting on this ranch, and it's a very, very special place. I mean, this is probably one of the few ranches in coastal Texas that is actually dedicated to waterfowl hunting. That's the only thing that goes on here besides cattle. There's no farming. There's no anything else. They have prairie ponds that they manage specifically for waterfowl, and they have 2 or 3 reservoirs down there. 2 that are actually 3. There's 2 that are freshwater and 1 that's actually a saltwater impoundment. So you get pretty good mix of different birds down here.
you get your puddles, you get your divers, you might come out here and shoot shit you've never done before. So any of our listeners that does, you know, want to get on the raffle and want to at least just be in a chance to maybe harvest something that you haven't gotten before.
Well, some of the northern people right here behind us, mottled ducks. That's one of the most sought after birds when you're trying to shoot your waterfowl slam is a mottled duck, because it's very few places you can get them. And here, it's almost every hunt you get one. So
yeah, and that's what I've tried to reiterate is everything is taken care of. If you get down here, everything else is taken care of.
And we haven't really pushed it yet. We did one post about it so far.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you're going to come down here. You're not only going to get to hunt with us, but we're going to hang out and have a damn good time over the weekend. We're going to cook, you know, drink a couple beers and just, you know, have a good old time.
Yeah.
I might even play a few songs. You never know.
Rance May might even, you know, just fucking
never
put
know.
on a performance. Who knows? But anyway, before we get into this, because this whole episode, we're going to be slowly releasing Rance May's really just the most sought after album of 2023. I'm going to go ahead and say
Oh,
that.
wow.
Just
Bold statement, Cotton.
Hey, hopefully it pays off, Cotton. Yeah. Ryan, how have you been, man? I mean, I know business has been booming for you personally, and you have some big trips coming up. I know you got some big hunting trips coming up this year, and
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, business has been booming. Haven't fished as much as I usually do because business. Few fishing trips, couple nice ones. Caught some marlin, and then I got work/play coming up. We're gonna go to North Dakota for a big job, but while I'm there, I'm gonna have some downtime, and it's archery season, so I'm gonna bring my bow and try to see if I can't find something on public land. Try to video and see if I can get something down on public land with the bow. So
hell yeah, and Bayou Dragon / Hoot gear.
Yeah, I got some Bayou Dragons and Hoot gear.
Hell yeah.
Hoot camo, baby.
Hey, dude, we got Ryan's fully invested on the Hoot camo already.
Hoot camo, it's the truth, man.
I'm in there, and then got Montana. Of course, y'all be there the same time I will be, so we'll probably meet up. I'm actually, while I'm going to be in North Dakota, I'm about 3 hours. Actually, I'm about 45 minutes where you'll all be hunting in Montana, and then about 3 hours from where I hunt. But I'm going to go make a big drive on one of my days off and look around, and I'll probably drop y'all some pins. Hey, this is soybean, or not soybean, but alfalfa. This is corn. This is whatever. So y'all know going in, hey, this is what we got up there this year. So
Hell yeah, man. And I do appreciate you letting us come and do this episode 41 podcast here.
Yeah, absolutely. And shout out to Fletcher and Grayson Pipkin. They, you know, the ultimate is their call, and they absolutely no problem. Y'all come on, enjoy yourselves, use the ranch and use the lodge. And
we cherish some good Axe's burgers this afternoon.
Oh, man.
Outstanding.
I mean,
They were a revelation.
yeah, they're pretty good. They the guy who who grinds it for me, does bacon in with them. So it makes a great burger.
I think that's the thing I enjoy most about doing the podcast is someone's always cooking something damn good.
Yeah.
That's what Mitch called me. He's like, all right, we're going out here. He's never been out here. He's like, what about the food situation? I was like, Ryan's treating us with Axe's Burgers.
Anytime I do this, I know that there's food.
Every time there's something good installed.
Yeah.
So y'all had a good run last couple weeks.
Yeah, we just got back. We did me and Rance did every single day of Houston, Fort Worth, and San Antonio Texas Trophy Hunters, and Mitchell was able to come to the Houston and San Antonio one, and it went really well. Also, for any listeners, I'm sure we still have a few tags.
Yeah, I got a few tags left. Yeah, if you're in the want to come get a gator, want to come on a hunt of a lifetime, get with me, or the Bayou Dragons.
Get with us. We'll get you with Rance May. We've got we sold quite a bit of hunts, and it was really good. We sold some apparel, made some real good connections, did some real good, just networking.
They like the turnkey.
They like the turnkey. That's what we're offering that no one else is doing. And I don't know anyone else that's doing it, is turnkey package. You come, you get a gator hunt, we have lodging, you get your head mounted like the one that's on this table right now, and you can choose what color hide you want done. All of it, package deal, bam.
You get to take your meat home.
You get the
whole
meat.
deal.
Very nice.
Yeah, you get
One price.
One price. You get your meat the same day.
If you want taxidermy, we got deals on that. So
Yeah, that's unusual in the gator world. For sure.
And that was the deal with it. Like when we started this, and we came up with this deal, me and Casey there at Porter's Process, and it was about transparency.
Yeah.
Because I take so many people on hunts that you go and it's like, you buy the hunt from me. Then I take you over there and you pay for processing. Then you pay for the hide. Then you pay for the head. And you pay for all of these things separate. And it's like by the time you're getting charged to death, the person's usually like, God dang,
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be like, this is what it costs. And
yeah, they go in with one set idea, and then you hit them with every other cost. If you hit them with the main deal right up front, and they're expecting it, and they're happy about it, and they've already budgeted for it. So
yeah,
that's good.
No, that's we've had a bunch of.
And for those listening, just real quick to get off the deal, 8-foot alligator, $1,800. That's where it starts at. So
yeah,
find a cheaper trophy. I'll wait.
Yeah,
8-foot alligator, 20 pounds of meat, tan hide, head done, and you don't have to do nothing after just booking the hunt.
Yeah,
we take care of everything.
that's awesome.
So, and like you said, Porter's Processing allows us to be able to do this,
all of that. Yeah,
this situation that we're able to, give to people. So that's why I think a lot of people, like, it was great in Houston, like off the rip, this old woman, like 60-something-year-old woman, Rhonda.
Miss Rhonda, dude.
Miss Rhonda, she just walks up and goes, y'all do gator hunts?
Yeah.
And we're like, yes, ma'am. And Rance took it from
And
there.
what did I say when she walked up? Like, from deep, she walked up and she walked straight to the table and was looking at it. And I told Porter, I was like, this lady's about to buy a gator hunt. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
it was like, no, she ain't, you know what I mean? And she was like, right then, like, yeah, let's do it right
Sign me
now.
up.
Yeah, right
Like,
now.
awesome.
What do you need from me?
like
Let's do
down
it.
payment right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, like, let's do it right now.
It was so
yeah.
fun. She walked up, hunchback. She just walks up and goes, bam, done.
We're gonna have to deck her out in dragon gear.
Oh,
I may have
yeah.
to come along on that.
Yeah.
one.
Heck
I plan on us being a part of at least half the hunts. I mean,
Yeah.
we have to. Rance has like 60 or at least 60 hunts. Easily that we're gonna be. We can go and film and shit like that. So
We can go through
Thanks
like
for reminding me.
the whole deal, man.
yeah, 60 hunts for 20 days, bro.
Yeah, dude, 20 Days of Fury,
This
man.
is going to be the first year that I can remember in my entire life that I will miss teal season and gator season.
Oh my gosh, man!
Gone.
I've literally had my booking label, that I was on at that time, book dates through there and cancel the shows. So I was like, no, man,
Yeah.
ain't happening.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is.
I know. Duty calls.
Mhm.
Yeah, especially when duty calls for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's money involved, bro,
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah.
I ain't
No doubt.
hanging out around here for some scraps, but we'll be here. So I'll just
Y'all hold it down.
Yeah, I'll send you photos. I'll be like, hey, Ryan, man, god dang.
I might pop in for a day or two. We'll see.
Oh,
We'll see
yeah.
how it works out.
Got to.
I'm excited for teal season.
It's going to be a banger, man.
Yeah.
Telling
We
you
all-
right now, we have so many teal already. If you have water, it's
That's
going to be.
You
So,
know, that's the deal with droughts. You know, everybody's like, "Oh, it's going to be horrible." No, if you
No.
have water, it's going to be the most incredible hunting you've ever had in
Yes.
your life.
That is
I mean,
that's
Most
where
definitely.
people don't understand. Like, so Southeast Texas and a lot of the country, but we're having like a tremendous drought. Me and Rance were actually looking at some Mexican restaurant in Houston, or not in Austin this past weekend. Like, everybody's like, man, this is the hottest summer it's ever been. And we're like, no,
There's been a lot of them hotter.
there's been a lot hotter. Like, what was it,
1906 and 1907, there was. In 1906, there was like 54 days over 100 degrees.
Wow.
And this was like in Beaumont, or like, you know what I mean, like that area.
yeah,
Which is a lot for this part of the world.
Yeah.
And then it was 1907, there was like 42 days over 100. And between 1906 and 1907, there was 1 foot of rainfall.
wow.
Between the
That's
2 years.
crazy.
Between the 2 years, there was 1 foot of rainfall.
That's crazy.
So could you imagine? That's pre-AC. That's pre-cars. That's pre-anything. Could you
tell you what.
imagine how hot that was down here, dude?
It really wouldn't be a bad thing if like a tropical storm came and set on us.
Oh, no.
For a
We
couple
could
days.
handle it.
We could
no
use it.
problem.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
what's going to be good for people like us? We have, we're grateful enough to have the land and permission, and we get to hunt where we get to. So like, I ain't tripping about like teal season. A lot of people are tripping about teal season.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I'm about to have
Well, anybody hunting the marsh is tripping about teal season because the marsh is bone dry.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that.
It is bone. I mean, obviously the bayous and all that have water, but I'm talking about in the internal marsh. I just got done picking up alligator eggs for 3.5 weeks, and there at the end, I mean, there was just nests we couldn't even get to,
Yeah.
because there's zero possible way to get to it unless you got an airboat you want to burn the bottom off of, driving 700 yards on dry
yeah.
marsh or salt grass. No,
You know,
thank you.
That tidal marsh will be good this year. You know,
Yeah.
Pace Track will probably be hot.
Yeah.
The tidal pond's there, but it's or Mud Bayou. But I mean, that's about it, really and truly.
yeah. But the deal, most of the teal are going to short stop. Like the little bit of water we have here, they're most of them will be like stuck.
So rice farms and that sort of thing is gonna.
Rice Farm's gonna be hot, and
Hot.
even here, even here on Pipkin,
Yeah.
opening day. Yeah, okay, you'll kill a few birds, and you probably won't kill them until after 9 or 10 o'clock after they bang them out of the rice up north of us. But buddy, Sunday, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Because they do shortstop. They shortstop up above I-10 or wherever there's water, and then those guys get their banging at them and shooting at them, and then they push birds down here.
They're going to hit up Jeff Coat, and then they're going to.
Well, they hit every big reservoir on the way down. I mean,
no doubt.
that's their deal.
We had that drought. Was it 2014, 15? It was somewhere in that time frame between 2014 and 2016. I killed more ducks on the main bayou of Hildebrandt and Taylor. Just find a point, park the boat in the reeds, and put out decoys and kill. I mean, just everything you can imagine, because there's no water. And that's going to be what it's like this year unless we get some rain.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, it's Southeast Texas. We're due for rain.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
And once it starts, it ain't gonna quit.
Oh no!
That's
Everybody
the ticket.
begs for rain, and it's gonna be a mud hole.
I
around this summer.
I don't ever beg for rain.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I am right now. Golly.
I
Yeah.
had some of my technicians at work were sitting there talking about the Farmer's Almanac. And they said this winter is supposed to be the wettest and coldest winter in 50 years. And probably will be.
It probably
will
will
be, because
be.
it's been the hottest, driest summer in probably
Yeah.
50 years. So
Yeah. Since 1980, I think.
Yeah.
2011 was 1 year of this hot and dry.
Yeah,
but
I
this
guess
is
that's the
2
year
years in a row.
And that
yeah.
might have been the year I was thinking
Yeah,
about.
that's when we all were
Yeah,
alive,
yeah,
and it was this
yeah,
hot
yeah.
and dry.
That's
But it
what
was
it
only
was
for 1 year.
Yeah.
But 1980, like around that time, I've heard from a lot of people that like around that time period, it was way hotter and way drier than this, you know.
And then became wet as a motherfucker.
Like all the farmers have told me, but all the farmers have told me that like they would, and they used to be hardcore back in the day, and they would, like all them guys that ran the farm and all that kind of stuff, they'd start at like, daylight, and they'd quit at like 1 o'clock, and then they'd go back out there at like 6 o'clock, but like from like 1 to 6. they wasn't having nobody dying out there.
I'm gonna tell you
heat
what, though,
stroking
this
out.
is the fastest I've seen people cut rice, and for as long as I can remember, they're not having to worry about it being wet in the morning.
Nah, ain't
and
nobody
it's-
getting stuck.
No, ain't nobody getting
stuck.
stuck. Ain't nobody, stripping belts or whatever.
No, it's going.
It's good for a lot of shit, and then it's bad for a lot of shit. I mean, you've been cutting a lot of hay, Rance.
Yeah, I mean, not as much as I would like, obviously. And
Yeah,
usually where we're at, we get these showers off the Gulf, but we've had a high pressure on us for 3 months that just won't move, so we don't get none of that rain we usually get off the Gulf that kind of keeps the grass green and growing. Literally, the grass in this part of the world is living off the humidity of the mornings. Like the dew it gets on it in the mornings, that grass is living on that stuff, So there's a lot of hay fields. Like if Jigs is doing real good right now, but like Bayou and stuff like that, it's just burning up, man. I mean, any St. Augustine, which I don't cut in hay, but what I'm saying is just those type of grasses. My Bayou fields are burned up. The St. Augustine and everybody's yards burned up. Jigs is taking over everything, which I'm fine with. I love some good Bermuda grass, but
You said the St. Augustine in people's yards. That made me think. So my next door neighbor has a pool, and for years I've always said there's a leak in that pool. Well, the only green spot in my yard is adjacent to the fence where their pool is, so there is a leak in that pool because that is the only green grass that I have.
yeah, man,
Just
it's crazy how
or-
dry it is.
Or you could do what Travo does. Travo's yard is saturated.
He's heavily invested in multiple sprinklers. He's done researched and looked at every sprinkler known to man, and he's got them everywhere because he's got so many damn trees everywhere. So he's trying to keep them all living,
See, and that's another deal. My trees are getting brown,
Yeah,
bro, and I've been worried about them, dude. Because I got way too many trees to go water them all.
No doubt.
I won't have a pecan this year.
Oh no,
Dude,
nobody in this part of the world. If you got a grove, you're fucked,
Dude,
man. That shit ain't happening.
It looks like wintertime already. There ain't Delaney the other day looked out the window of the kitchen, goes, "What's in her yard?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "Like, what is all that shit?" Oh, that's just dead leaves. Like my whole pecan tree just one day just went.
Oh yeah.
Dropped everything on it. There ain't. It looks like it's fucking.
Oh, and it's
December.
gonna take them from last year and this year. It's gonna take them a few years to bounce back too.
Yeah.
Of solid moisture.
No doubt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, no, that besides it being dry, everything else has been pretty good down here. And yeah, y'all check out the Bayou Dragons for the duck hunt raffle, and y'all be looking at Rance May. Do you want to go ahead and hop in another one before we have to take a?
Yeah, we can do another one. Maybe I'll do one here that everybody knows.
Get this mic situated, and I'll get the camera situated.
Okay. We got enough time, dude. Hell yeah, brother. I will wait for you. Let's go.
Drunk and driving fast towards the Kansas state side, hitting lines and smoking joints, just trying to keep my mind. 28 days on the road, got a show tonight. Trying to hold on, but it's slipping away. Said I'm sorry and I'm trying, don't know what else to say. Tell me going out tonight, and I'm to blame. Busted and broken on this reefer that I'm smoking. Texas seems so far away. Been driving on I-10 for 3 damn days now. When will I see your face again? but the show goes on. Yeah, the show goes on. There's a bowling song playing on the radio. Always somewhere down in Texas, but I'm feeling so low. I can't help but wish you loved me when I'm stoned. The motel mirror makes me see my face. Sitting drinking, wonder why you say you need your space. It's time to hit the road. Got a show tonight. Busted and broken on this river that I'm smoking. Texas seems so far away. Been driving on I-10 for 3 damn days now. When will I see your face again? But the show goes on. Yeah, the show goes on. Busted and broken on the river that I'm smoking. Texas seems so far away. Been driving on I-10 for 3 damn days now. When will I see your face again? But the show goes on. Yeah, the show goes on.
And that was The Show Goes On. And Rance, that was your first single off the record that you released here about a year ago.
Oh, probably longer than that, brother.
It probably has been
Yeah,
long.
about to say it's been a staple on my Spotify for a couple years now.
Man, it was just all divine intervention in the wrong way that the record didn't come out. But I recorded it before COVID. We were touring quite a bit right then, around when we recorded it, and then COVID hit and shut us down. And everything shut down in like March, and I was supposed to release that record in May, and I just pulled it off. And I was like, no, if I can't tour it, I'm not gonna release it. But I'd already released The Show Goes On, and it did great, So it was just one of those deals where just pulled the rug out from under me. I was ready to really roll it out, and then it was like, not so fast.
Yeah. I remember the first time you showed us that song. I'd heard it, but you played it at my bachelor party, and Mitchell was in the back of the van, and he just goes, dude, that's it.
I said, this is the one.
Yeah.
It's a damn good song, man.
Yeah.
The show goes on. And what we're talking about, like this past weekend, me and you, Rance, was that it's had a resurgence.
It has,
dude.
man.
It has like 103,000 streams now, or whatever.
It was, I'm one of the world's worst at staying relevant on social media and just actively posting and, keeping that going. So, it had kind of leveled out to like, it wasn't anything, like 500 monthly listeners or something like that, And then in like the last 3 weeks, it's like at 5,000 monthly listeners. And
Yeah, but it has like I just looked at Spotify a minute ago. It's like 103,000
yeah,
down. Is it downloads or streams?
streams, man.
103,000.
That equivalates to about $100.
Hell yeah, brother. That's fucking money.
Maybe
Big money.
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
But no, it's something I'm super proud of. I mean, you know, because that song kind of did that on its own. Like I say, I didn't really put a whole lot of publicity into it or you know anything like that. So.
I just know probably majority of everybody that we hang out with the year it was released, that was their number one song that year.
Yeah, I remember getting a bunch of the end of the year Spotify posts from people. It was like, your number one song played this year was Show Goes On.
Hell, my wife was one of them. I think her number one song was Show Goes On.
Yeah.
Dude, what was great was it Fort Worth? Yeah, it was Fort Worth when Robson and all those guys over at Hunt Hoot, Steven, Glenn, CCG, they were playing Rance May. Glenn, boy. They were playing Rance May all day on their fucking
Nice.
on their speaker, like, well, Rance is going back and forth, blah blah, and then like there's some guys down the ways like with a turtle box. They're just jamming, "Get Fucked Up" by Rance May.
Yeah, and I got kind of embarrassed, man. I was just like, I kind of want to go and be like, hey, this is me, you know, like this is my song. But then I was kind of like, there was like kids in their booth, you know, and it's just like, I like to get fucked up every now and then. I'm like, oh, shit, you know? And like they were in the middle of the convention center, just had that turtle box yamming.
It was the actual turtle box people?
Oh, yeah.
No, it wasn't turtle box people. It was like
somebody was turtle
a deer
box.
blind
Gotcha.
company or something,
Yeah,
right? That had just a big old spot in the middle of it that was just had that bitch turned up, you know. And I was
Jamming
like,
Rance.
you know,
Hell
on one
yeah.
hand I was like, hell yeah, brother, and on the other hand I was like, golly, you know, it's not really what I envisioned.
You'd have probably made their day if you walked up to them and go,
Oh,
hey, by the
I
way,
would have, no doubt, but
What about that lady at the so Rance got not recognized but like recognized as an artist twice, and they didn't know who he was, but one lady at the concession stand, he went to go get some popcorn and a Sprite, and the lady goes, "Are you with Midland?"
Yeah.
And Rance goes, "Yeah."
yeah, yeah, me. That's me.
You bet.
Yeah.
And then another person, it was in front of Leo. You were telling me that lady goes, "You look like a country musician." Leo goes, "Hey, well, he is."
Yeah. He started giving her the whole spiel.
Yeah, that's fucking Rance May.
Yeah. No, the only I took a few pictures at the deal of people that recognized me throughout the 3 weekends, but the one was that kid that we gave the free hat to, or that dude, I don't know how old he is.
Oh, yeah.
But like from deep all the way across the convention center, he's like, I mean, like 3 rows over, you know, 3 aisles of the hunting show over. He's like, Rance fucking May. And I'm just like, what? What is going on? He's like, and then, like the people that's with me, like, that's Rance fucking May. Show goes on, dude. You ain't never heard that fucking song? Like, just motherfucking everything at the top of his lungs. And I'm like, what's up, brother? You know, he's like, I'm coming by the booth. I'm about to come see y'all. And he had like the most roached out Bayou Dragon hat. Like, put that thing through so many miles. You know, it was just, it was pretty good stuff.
It was so funny because I walked by. I didn't know about this at the moment, but like that was when Rance was like walking around, and I was going to the bathroom, and I see this dude wearing a, like he said, a roached out Bayou Dragon hat, and I just went, "I like your hat, bud." And he turns around and goes, "Port of May." And he goes, "I just saw Rance May a minute ago." Yeah. And I was just like, who the fuck is this guy?
who are you?
Pumped up, dude.
That's awesome.
And what was great, I told Matthew, and he goes, and sorry, but I know you're going to listen to this podcast. I can't remember your name.
Yeah.
I want to say it was like Zach or something like that.
Man.
Hey, and
I'm terrible.
he literally off the
Little
rip
names.
goes, "Was it this guy?" And I was like, "How the fuck do you know?" He goes, "I met him here last year."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, we gave him a free hat, like, because that sumbitch was rough, bro." There was 2 people that walked up that I gave free hats to. One was him, and there's another guy that walked up wearing the burnt orange and silver 7 panel.
Yeah.
And the letterings were like highlighted with highlighters. Like, and I said, "Damn, bro, you into art class?" He goes, "I let my daughter, you know, paint." He had his like daughter but she was like probably 4, I guess now. But she's like when she was a little bit smaller, she like painted on everything and destroyed that hat. And I said, look here, gave him one. I was like, look, give your daughter this hat. You know, trying to reach out to the people. We had a lot of people that walked up that was wearing Bayou Dragon stuff or knew the podcast.
Yeah,
it was super cool. Like, and I even got asked about you too.
Really?
Yeah, someone was just like, "Where's Ryan at?" And I was like,
"Working.
We're not here."
Yeah, there was a few Ryans, but there was way more. Where's Aaron?
George.
Where's Big Swole?
Yeah, where's that big son of a bitch?
Yeah, where's that big dude that's always in your videos?
That's funny.
I love it when people come up and like actually listen to a podcast or wearing our shit.
It's the most raw that we can be because we're just bullshit.
Yeah,
yeah.
Doing what I do, I eat lunch in Beaumont pretty much every day, somewhere, and I can't tell you the frequency I'm starting to see people wearing Bayou Dragons hats when I'm at lunch. And when I'm working, blue jeans, pearl snap, hair fix, and I walk up and I'm like, hey, that's a nice hat. And look at me and be like, oh, shit. Like, yeah. It's not me, it's my buddies, but yeah, it's a cool hat, man. They'll be happy to hear that you were wearing it. And
my favorite is the UPS driver.
Oh, yeah, my UPS driver showed up at the door with the freaking Bayou Dragons hat on the other day.
Hell yeah.
I talked to him today. He delivered
George.
some packages.
Name's George.
Did you give it to him, Mitchell?
I gave it to him.
Oh, you did? That's smart.
He didn't know at first. Like, he knew of us, but people really recognize Mitch way more than, like, they recognize me, which is perfectly fine with me. But he goes, man, what the fuck do you keep ordering? Because there was a span where he was coming there's one week he came 4 times that week with hats. And I'm talking a bunch of hats.
Yeah.
And I was outside one of the days. He goes, what the fuck are you ordering, dude? I said, Bayou Drags. He goes, no, shit, you're with them? I said, yeah, I'm one of the owners. He's like, dude, no freaking way. I love y'all shit. I said, hell yeah, brother. And I opened up the box right then. I gave him a hat. He goes, bro. And just jumped in his truck, drove off. And then like a month later, Ryan goes, my UPS driver drove up, freaked out that it was me and was wearing a Bayou Dragon. I was like, fuck yeah.
I opened the door. He's like, holy shit. And I was like, nice hat. And he goes, that's how I know you. And I was like, yeah, been on it a few times.
He's due for a fresh one. He's put that one through.
Oh, bro. Next time I see him, like, because it will happen.
Give him a care package.
So,
bro.
Funny story about him, too. So my dog, Chubbs, hates every UPS, FedEx, doesn't matter. If you drive a box truck, it hates them.
He don't like
hates them. Him and George are homies, buddy. Let me tell you, George brings him a dog bone every day. He comes to the house. They are best friends.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody else shows up besides him, gets off that truck, game over.
Hey, George.
Small town UPS drivers are the best.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Gang,
For sure.
George. When you listen to this, you that dude.
Yeah.
Straight up. But yeah, that was so funny, like that Ryan just like, man, you would never believe. Which is funny, like even like at the boat show earlier this year when we did it, people were like, Ryan, like Bayou Dragon.
Yeah.
Like, fuck yeah, dude. I love it. I love that. Like, because Ryan's only been on, he's been on a bunch, but out of like 5 or 6 episodes this is now 41.
Yeah.
And people are recognizing you. Mm-hmm. That means we have some true followers.
Well, yeah, we had some pretty good clips of Warhola when he was talking about the chase and everything that hit pretty good too.
I'm still getting, so I pinned, like there was that deal, like when I posted that clip, people were like, post the video. So I copied the link, I posted it, and I'm still like, today I saw like another person like that video.
So I was on TikTok the other day, and there's probably some spam account or whatnot, but it popped up in the live feed, and it said live police chase. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, motherfucker, this shit happened like 8 years ago. That's fucking me. And as I was in the comments saying like, bullshit. And they're like, how do you know it's not live? I was like, because that's my fucking me. Okay, that's me. And I'm going to tell you how it's going to end. I'm going to tell you what happened. That is my police chase.
Yeah. This is not live.
Yeah, this is not live.
I gotta go.
Yeah,
that shit. Hey man, people just want to be like you, Ryan.
Shit.
Okay. Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Man, we did have a good San Antonio show, Mitchell.
Not only did we have a good show, but I just had a great time, man. Overall, just a blast.
Enjoyed the trash out.
You know who
man.
did? You know who had the most fun though?
I do.
Go ahead and say.
Old Joe.
No, that's not who I was going to say. I
will tell you this before you answer. when we were driving home, old Joe was spent, man. He was,
I
tired.
bet.
Done.
I bet.
He was spent.
I'm not going to actually say who had the best time. I forgot I'm not supposed to say. But Joe did have a good time. Joe did have a good time. I can't say, dude.
No, you can't call him out.
I can't call him out.
Statute of limitations hasn't expired yet.
No. I'll tell you here in a minute. I actually haven't even told you.
I've heard the story already.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Anyway.
I will
was
say
there.
though, hearing y'all,
Rance was there.
I was the only person there, man.
hearing y'all stories about it. You know, last year I made it to Houston, and it was good. I mean, it was all right. And then it seems like Dallas and San Antonio are the ones to be at. Just hearing y'all talk about it and seeing the content too. It seems like there's way more people.
Oh,
So-
dude, you need to come next year.
Yeah.
Like,
San
just-
Antonio was ridiculous, man.
Was
as far
it really?
as vendors, I
Wow.
mean, just
Next year,
so many people.
Yeah.
we're gonna beef up the setup. It's gonna be just overall better for us. We're gonna have just a little better setup. I think just
Yeah.
We made it
Yeah.
work.
Oh yeah, everything was good, but we'll
I would
as you
like-
go, things will get better.
I would like to have like a walkthrough. Like I would do a 20x20 would be.
People can come in and hang out with us.
Yeah.
I'm talking like throw washers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
do a 20x20. You can do some stuff in there.
Oh,
That'd
yeah,
be good.
man.
Yeah.
You throw a party.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what you need to do is literally
That's-
just throw a party.
That's what I'm getting for the fishing show is a 20x20
Yeah.
for Snapper Slapper. So it's
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
be legit.
When is the fishing show?
So it's gonna be in February next year.
Is that the one?
Right
in,
before the spring. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Is that the one in
The George R. Brown, yeah.
Oh, see, and that's OG too. I like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
man. Like I, whenever I found out that the Texas Trophy Hunters was at NRG, I was like, man, that's not where I grew up
So-
going to the Texas Trophy Hunters, man.
I tried to get on it this year, and I'm like, man, why is this guy not calling me back? What the hell's going on? So I had Katie who works for me. We got an email, and it was like a mass email, and it was about the fishing show. So she calls the actual fishing show number. Guy answers the phone, and she's like, hey, we called last year. We want to be part of the show. We're a local company. We're this and that. And the guy goes, okay, what's your company name? And she goes, Snapper Slapper Lures. And the guy goes, oh. And she goes,
Oh wow.
oh, why? Oh, and the guy goes, who are the owners now? And she tells him, and he goes, okay, so the so-and-so, I'm not going to say a name on the podcast, but so-and-so's no longer involved. And she goes, no. And he goes, okay, well, I'll let y'all come back again. So I was like, I don't want to know the story. I just want to be able to go to the fishing show.
The goddamn stigma around
Yeah.
Snapper Slappers.
Yeah, I was like, holy
Damn,
shit. Yeah, so that's why I didn't get to be in it last year. Well, we've settled all that out now. We'll be in it this year. So.
You better,
Or I say this year, 2024 will be in
Yeah.
it. So.
I would like to go just be a part of that. I'll
Come
just
on.
help you.
It'll be fun. I think we'll do good. It's crazy since January when we did the first boat show to now how big and far Snapper Slappers reach
Bro, you
has grown.
have killed it.
It
Straight
is. I mean, I'm selling lures to 7 different countries. I have a tackle shop in Belize that carries them now. Like, it's just unbelievable. Just signed a deal with Academy. Going to be in all the Gulf Coast academies. It's just crazy how quick it's grown, and it's a blessing, and I'm super excited about it.
That's a
That's
big
good
deal.
shit, man.
Academy is a big deal.
Yeah, everything you have turned it around. I mean, it was already they're already badass lures, but like
Yeah.
with the new ownership, you've killed it definitely. Hell, that the dude that's coming down to hunt with the Rance and we did the podcast with last weekend from Texas State. He even we were just talking, and he knew because he was a follower of us. Like he knew of you and like that you own Snapper Slapper, but he was just like, bro, I've been using Snapper Slapper like for a while, and that shit catches everything.
Yeah.
You know? He's like, I don't even snapper fish with it. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, we fished it last weekend, and we went out and tried to catch some grouper, and we ended up catching 19 grouper and 4 different species of grouper on the lures, and caught just a whole. I think we caught 16 different species of fish in 2 days, and all we used was Snapper Slappers because we were going to see what we could catch on those lures, and it's been good. So
hell yeah, Snapper Slapper lures. Any of our offshore fishing, listeners,
yeah.
check.
Well,
them.
not just
Any
offshore
not
no more
offshore.
now.
Not
any fishing. I think that Ryan and Mitch did pretty good with them in the tournament.
Hey.
That's what we told everybody.
Yeah.
They caught all their bass on Snapper Slapper lures.
I do have an inshore line now that came out. We just released it, so I got quarter ounce and half ounce, and I
Bro.
probably catch a bass on them too, to be honest.
Oh, I
You
bet.
know?
Dude, give me one. I will go catch it. I'll go catch a bass in Carl's pond just to show that.
Well, I got a picture. Henry sent me a picture yesterday. He was in his pond and caught a bass on a chartreuse one. So, yeah, I know. So it's we released those, and we got a whole bunch of new stuff coming out. Gonna release a bunch of stuff in January. I got some plain Jane jig heads with the screw lock, and we're gonna do 1/8 ounce all the way up to 1 ounce. So for your swim baits, your bass guys, all that, we'll have those, and obviously your saltwater guys as well. But yeah. So
Well, you've kind of got into the. I mean, you're into the bass realm now. You about it.
Yeah. So I mean, I grew up bass fishing. Like it's not foreign to me. I mean, I grew up when I was a kid. I was 8 up. Like Port Arthur Country Club hated me because I bass fished in every pond they had. I don't care if I'm playing golf or not. And I grew up on the Bayou and grew up, going to Toledo Bend. And actually, when I went and fished Two Moon with Mitch and y'all was the first time I've been to Toledo Bend since I was 12 years old. So we're talking over 25 years ago.
Yeah.
And
you got fourth place.
Yeah.
Right behind me and Rance.
Yeah.
Dude, I will tell you this. When you got it, you just got it, man. He has the eye for it, and he's got it.
Oh, we talked about it last night.
He was ripping them, man. It didn't matter the conditions. It didn't matter the time of day. He was like, this is what we're going to throw right
He was
here.
figuring
I've
it
been
out.
bass fishing, I don't know, several years now. I'm just like watching him just rip their ass. I'm like,
Well,
okay, I'm fucking tying on what you're using, dude.
Rance and I talked about it while we were up there. I fish a bunch, and it's the same correlation, So when we got there that day or that first day, and we were just playing around looking, we didn't see the shad. But the next morning when we got in that cove and I saw those shad, I was like, I am throwing a topwater. It just has to work. Like it has to work. I think we caught like 4 fish and like 5 casts.
It was literally within 5 minutes. He had, I don't know, 3 or 4 nice keepers in the boat. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. This is a little different than beating the bank.
Yeah. And then
And me and Rance we were just on fish on the bank.
and then those fish they quit. The shad disappeared, but they didn't go anywhere. They just went deeper. So we started throwing rattle traps. And then once the rattle trap bite quit, we went to Carolina rig, and it worked out,
Oh, yeah.
We had some good memories made.
Yeah,
And
that
they
was
were-
fun.
That week was a great week to find them a little deeper because that's what stage they were at. I just, I found a lot of fish that week a little deeper, but no size. I can only find the size.
That last fish we caught on day 2 that I caught was that was crazy. So we're going down the bank, and there are these 2 guys. They come in on the big motor. They go behind this little island. They park between this pier and this
Tim?
island.
Is that Tim?
It was a center console.
Okay.
I think they were fishing the wasn't there like a Fishers of Men tournament or something that weekend?
There was a Fishers Men.
I think
Tim
they
was
were in the
it.
Fishermen tournament. Well, they come in this boat, and they literally power pull down. They got their radio playing. They're drinking beer and
Oh, that was
eating
Colt
lunch.
Woolwine.
That was Colt Woolwine.
Yeah.
He was in our tournament, brother.
And then they power pull up and they drive off. And I mean they haven't been gone 4 minutes, and I throw that Carolina rig literally where their boat was sitting. Just goes tight. I give it a little jerk, and all of a sudden, doomp, and I set the hook, and that was the biggest fish we caught of the whole tournament.
Yep.
Colt Woolwine. Hey, if you listen to this, Colt, you done messed up, bro.
Yeah.
And we were like, what should we do? I was like, let's fish that and let's go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And literally.
You about to give us another sample of the new record?
I think so.
I think
Let's
it's
do it.
time, man. Let's
Yeah.
get it rigged up and ready to.
Let's do it. We'll play this one. I'll give you a little background here. A buddy of mine told me a story one time about this lady. Like, you usually hear like a guy that's like got a whole nother life or whatever, but it was this woman who like had a whole nother life in like China with another man, like had other kids, like had 2 families. And it was the wildest fucking story I'd ever heard in my life. And like, I asked so many questions to validate it. You know what I'm saying? Just like, there's no way this is true. But like, this woman had like a husband and like an 11 and 13-year-old son in the States, and she worked in China, and she had like a husband and like a 6 and a 9-year-old son in China, dude, and lived total. And like, I still, you know, because I was trying to validate the questions of like, how did she have these children without nobody knowing, you know? And she pimped it, you know what I mean? Like the ultimate pimp this lady was, you know, just, I don't know, you know, I don't know how you could live with yourself doing that shit. But anyway, I've always thought about how I could incorporate that into a song. And I tried and I tried and I tried, and I couldn't write that story, you know. But this is what I came up with, just off of that story.
Most of my goddamn old life I've hung around, in smoky old bar rooms and dives all over this town. I find what I need in the bottle of my choice. I drink and I curse out your name till I lose my voice. And these lies you've been given, for this life you've been living, give me time to take it all in. At what point did you know that I was not the one? Was it those evenings you told me you were headed out for a run? Or was it that night out in Tulsa at the mixer you said was for work? Now I sit on this stool and I drink till it don't hurt. And these lies you've been given, for this life you've been living, give me time to take it all in. Give me time to take it all in.
And that came from a woman cheating on her husband in China and having multiple children in both nations.
Living two separate lives.
Living two separate lives. That's honestly beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the Chinese American dream right there, people.
Yeah.
Should you walk? But, dude, that is great.
Yeah.
Beautiful song. People are gonna be like, man, that's so. Unless they know about the backstory, they're like, man, that's just such a.
I love hearing the backstory of songs, and that one tops a bunch of for sure.
Oh, that's one of the craziest.
It is the craziest story, like firsthand account of a story or what, you get what I'm saying, like that I've ever heard in my life. Just like I was just like sitting there, I listened to it for like an hour and a half, like couldn't get enough. I kept asking questions, just like, how is this possible? Like, how? And it was just,
Are they still together?
I'm not sure, man. I don't know. Actually, no, he killed the whole family.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just,
no. Damn, hell yeah, brother. That is, dude, you have to, dude, what would be beautiful is what, like, how Mike and the Moon Pies did with after they did steak
night,
steak night at the Prairie Rose,
the commentary album. If you just went on a backstory, yeah, man, I feel like a lot of backstories of songs I don't want to share with people.
True, that's also true. You know what? Keep them secret. Oh man, Rance, this album, I'm telling you, is going to be life changing for everybody.
Yeah, I hope so, brother.
I hope so.
I've
too.
been at it a long time.
I'll just sell your apparel for a living.
That's fine.
Rance May apparel.
We could take the Bayou Dragons and Rance May line of merch.
Yeah,
There you
on
go.
the road.
Hell yeah.
Every weekend's a trade show.
Fuck it, dude.
At the show.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm down.
you I know you're about to be, you've already been busy, Rance, but I just want to remind you, you're about to be very busy.
Yeah, man. I start like at certain points through the day, like I'll be on a tractor or doing something, and I'll just start getting like the biggest level of anxiety. Start thinking about all the alligators I'm gonna have to catch here pretty soon. It gets overwhelming if you really let it. If you start thinking about, because you only get 20 days. 20 days to fill them all. Whether you're selling hunts or hunting commercially or whatever you're doing. Not many people hunt commercially in Texas anymore, but there ain't no market for it. But
So how many tags do you have?
man, total I can get about 60.
So you gotta average 3 gators a day for 20 days.
And thankfully, there's some days where I have like 8 alligators sold.
Yeah.
So this year might be the first year in a few years that I don't have to hunt every day. I've kept a few days open because also we could talk about a little bit the Marshmaster Classic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to bring
Is
up.
happening.
That's what
Yeah.
I was going to bring up. This segment was
So there's going to be that's a whole nother
It's a whole other aspect.
that's a whole nother aspect of my season this year that I got to really also focus on.
Yeah. I was looking forward to that. It was gonna be fun, and I actually had a game plan.
Yeah.
This year I was going to use a couple Liberty County tags, a couple Chambers, a couple Jefferson, and try to come in. But
yeah, that's kind of you gotta. I mean, if you can weigh in 5 big ones off one property, you got a real special place.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And that's kind of the point of the Marshmaster Classic is bringing people like you get several people together that have good properties, and they form a team of those tags, and that's kind of the whole idea behind it, so.
Yeah, I was looking forward to that because I was just going to piggyback off Ryan.
yeah,
And
I might let Porter hop on the team.
go ahead.
The Bayou Dragons get represented.
We're going to be set up at the Gator Fest. Is it going to be during the Gator Fest?
They'll be still, it'll be in conjunction. It's for the whole season.
It's for the whole season.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the Marshmaster Classic goes from the 10th to the 30th. It's
your biggest 5 that you weigh
it's
in.
you submit all your tags into the contest that you want to use for the contest, and you can submit all your gators into the contest, and it's your biggest 5 out of all the gators you submitted that scores, and it's weight times length
okay,
Sweet.
that's
Sweet.
cool.
added together.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's really cool. Because
Yeah.
you might get a short and stubby, but then you might
That's
cool.
what kind of makes it more even.
Yeah.
I mean, even if if you got a 13 footer but it's skinny,
Yeah,
a fat 11 might score the same.
yeah. Well, that's I mean, it's
really,
kind of
it's
like us
just-
with our marlin fishing. There's been times where 126-inch fish was brought to the dock, but my 118 weighs more than that 126 because they're like human, they're like people. You
Yeah.
know, some of them are
Some of
super
'em are
athletic
fat.
and some are fat. You know,
Yeah.
Totally.
Troglodytes.
yeah.
That's what I like to call
Oh,
them.
that's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Like Joe. Short and stubby.
Joe.
Dude, Joe was a treat. So Mitchell freaking all week was like, man, I got a treat for you if it comes through this weekend. I got a treat for you if it comes every single day. And the last time he said this, I opened up a present in front of my whole family, like at Christmas, and it was the dead pool dew that he had killed like a month before.
Wow.
This old dead
That
pool
was
dew.
years ago, and still one of the best pranks I've ever played on.
That's
anybody
good. That's
to
a good
this
one.
day.
Oh, my grandfather just like, where'd you get there? And I was like, I just closed the box, like, don't worry about it. He's like, what is it? So I just showed him. like hoping he wouldn't say nothing. He goes, "A coot," and it's just in a deep. He had like killed it, froze it, and then put it in a box for me.
That was I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. I had
At
talked
least.
that gift up for Christmas for Porter. I said, Porter, I got you something really nice this year, man. You've been a great friend to me. I've probably told the story before, but anyway, just him opening that dead coot in front of his whole family, grandparents, was just
What
icing
happened to
on the cake.
Mitchell's Christmas present that year?
Oh, it went straight to Tanner. I'd bought some like really nice decoys for him and Tanner, and I went, all right, fuck Mitch, and I gave Tanner. Tanner got 24 decoys.
Tanner's getting 2 dozen now. Yeah.
And Tanner didn't get me shit. I just gave Tanner 24 decoys for free, but that's lit all week. Mitch was like, I got a treat for you. So I'm like, oh, God dang. And then me and Rance on
Thursday,
yeah, we were out hanging out, went and ate dinner, went out, had a couple of beers, got back, and like we're just like chilling at the house. And then Joe just appears out of nowhere. And I was like, and he doesn't say anything. Like he just like, what's up, man? Like acts like nothing. I'm just like, Joe, I haven't seen you in 4 months. What the hell?
I haven't seen you since 2 Moon Junction.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I know you haven't.
I haven't seen him since 2 Moon Junction for
So,
sure.
he's elusive, man.
That's funny.
Joseph, he's a
Little
he
squirt.
works a lot.
He does.
That's all that dude does.
But he makes $500-600K a year. So I mean,
Yeah.
you
What a
got
treat.
What a treat, man.
What a treat.
What a treat.
So with Rance, with this new album, is there going to be a resurgence of concerts?
Yes. So that's recently I made a move from Austin back down here to this area.
God's country.
Back to God's country, and bought me a little ranch and raised me some bucking bulls and stuff like that. And I
Before you go, what's your brand called?
it's War Cattle Co. Walking Asshole Ranch.
Nice.
Walking, that's my brand. That's my bucking bulls. But coming soon, merch coming soon, I'm sure. But so I did all that, and honestly, last November, the first week of November, we moved back down here, and I told the guys I was playing with then, I was just like, look, man, I got some shit to do, so I'm not gonna be booking any shows for a while. You know, I'll go do your thing, and they did. So I just kind of got some shit I'd been needing to get together in order, and just kind of put this record on the back burner. Wasn't really thinking about it, and now I'm about to release it and have to get back on the grind and going back on the road, which I miss it now. I don't necessarily miss those 6-week runs like across the country. Sometimes I do, but I do miss being somewhere different all the time.
Yeah.
I do like that. I like going places and people genuinely are there, want to hear your songs.
Yeah,
it's a great feeling.
Has to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it is to show up to those places and be like, all right, we don't suck.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. People are here to see us.
It's
Yeah.
just like, we didn't bomb this one, But, no, I have fun with it, and it's coming.
Good.
Probably around the time my record's dropping, which I'll announce here in a minute. Shows will be coming hot and heavy then. I'll be booking them hot and heavy,
Hell yeah,
So,
brother. You want to go ahead and give us another
yeah,
sample?
man. Let's play one more. Well, I'll play.
We got 2 more.
All right.
You have to play 2 more.
All right. Play half the record.
Play half the record. That's not the name of it either.
No, that's not the name. Half a record. This one here is old Ramsey Midwood banger that I felt obliged to record, and just kind of with the state of everything that's happening, I don't think it's ever been more true than today. But If I ever did like a political song or something of that direction, this would be it. And it's called Monster Truck.
Doctors and lawyers, they won't do nothing for you. Parking attendants, the tax and now spending. Sucking from the poor to make another war. Get the details on your TV news at 4. My old man says that's a paranoid construction. Cast your vote in the November election. I'm too tired to protest still. Hell, I don't even know if I'm against it. Home of the free, land of the free. Said, when did everybody start picking on me? I'm just trying to go from here to there. I swear to the Lord I treat everybody fair. I don't want no sympathy, a shake, a howdy, or a cup of tea. And that's my state of mind right now. I think I'll go out and eat a cow. And that's the truth as I know it to be. Here in the land of the free. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass, 'cause I drive a monster truck. That's the truth as I know it to be. Here in the land of the free. And that's my state of mind right now. I think I'll go out and eat a cow. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass, 'cause I drive a monster truck. I said, no, ooh, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair? I said, no, ooh, ride me high. Tomorrow's the day my bride's gonna come. Oh no, are we gonna fly down in the easy chair?
I drive a monster truck.
Yeah, it's a fact.
And what's funny is Ramsey drives a church van.
He rode it in a Pontiac.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
There's a couple digs there, though. If you, I mean, in my mind, I don't know who, when he wrote the song, he was thinking this, but when you say I'm gonna eat a cow, I'm thinking, fuck you, PETA.
Oh no, that's definitely the
Yes.
deal.
And then I drive a monster truck. Fuck you, electric vehicle.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, I mean, well, it's basically, it's kind of just calling out all the people that bitch about everything,
Yeah.
but they shouldn't be bitching about anything.
No, it's a good song
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. And I think it's a song that people need to hear.
That
nowadays.
mosquito has been
Dude.
wearing you out.
Finally got it. Finally got
I've
it.
been watching you
Jesus
fight that some bitch
Christ.
for 5
That
minutes.
some bitch been lifting fucking dumbbells and smoking cigarettes.
Bro, if that thing would have made it to the wintertime, I would have been wearing a Carhartt and smoking Cools,
Yeah.
bro. Straight up. But I wasn't trying to move too much. You're playing all that shit.
Well, I've been sitting here just watching.
And I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That thing right there, bro. He was gang.
That's one of the last mosquitoes in southeast Texas, I think, with the drought.
Dude, that's the first one I've got bit by in fucking 3 months.
That ain't no shit, man. It's been such a nice year.
It's had to live inside of here.
Yeah.
Like, it's been in the sink probably. It reproduced. Like, God dang. But anyway,
Bugs in general hadn't been too bad this year.
they really haven't.
No.
Not at all. But that was a good song.
Well,
I love that song.
I'll tell you what's been bad this year, bug wise. The freaking wasps.
Oh man.
Oh
Dude,
my
no, they've been
God.
real bad.
I don't
have
know.
an ongoing battle at my house every day when I get home. It's
Not
like
just the
my
house,
thing.
man. We were had Porter and Tanner at the house yesterday. We were working on my duck boat trailer, and we're sitting there, replacing the 2x4s and everything. And Tanner's like, "Dude, holy shit! Look at this! Underneath the angle iron on my trailer, there was a freaking full nest of yellow jackets. We've been working right next to it, full. You couldn't fit another yellow jacket on it.
No. So there was one, we pulled the wiring through. There was a big one where we, like he's saying, we were working on a big one. And then Mitchell drilled a hole, we're running all the wire and doing everything. Mitchell drilled through another one, knocked it down. There ended up being 3 nests, yellow jacket nest on this sumbitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that one had them
So my afternoon game when I get off work here lately has been, I'll get down the back porch, and right there where my little porch swing is where the water hose, if the kids leave it on or whatnot, it'll wet the grass right there. Buddy, I'll sit there with some wasp spray that shoots, 15 foot, and
Hot shot.
buddy, they get on that wet grass and that mud right there, and it's game over.
Oh yeah.
These weren't very aggressive. I think they were
They were probably cooked.
dehydrated,
Yeah, man. I didn't never realize it. An old man taught me that down in South Texas one time, where we opened up a deer blind in the summertime, and it was literally they had made the whole deer blind a nest, a bunch of yellow jackets. It was the biggest accumulation of yellow jackets I'd ever seen. And that old man told me, he was like, "Nah, they won't mess with you. It's too hot." And I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
I've heard of too cold. But too hot.
No, I know they get lethargic when it's cold, but then he was like, no, they also can get too hot. Their body temperature can get too hot, and they're not,
and they can't fly because there's so much movement.
Yeah.
I get it. They were underneath that angle iron, and bro, everything we kept touching. I'm talking just the wiring with rubber on it. We'd pick it up, and it's fuck,
It was so hot.
Yeah.
dude, everything.
Have y'all seen the cup of gas trick people are doing?
Yeah. I've seen it.
What is it?
Where they take a cup of gas and they put it over the nest, and I guess the gas
yeah,
fumes
yeah,
kill
yeah.
them all, and they all fall.
Yeah.
We
You
should
gotta
have
have
tried
the
that.
right surface for it, though.
Yeah.
We didn't have that. So
Also, I will tell you, if you don't have wasp spray, just Dawn dish soap, just mixed with water, just a cup of it, and it also doesn't get shit all over your hat. Wasp spray kind of leaves a residue if you're trying to spray it on something.
Especially the aftertaste.
I gotta go.
But yeah, that was we got his trailer's working great. Though.
trailer's in good shape.
That's wonderful news.
Now it's just a boat.
Now just got to get the motor tuned up out at Heritage Marine Beaumont. Dropped it off today. And
He wasn't too pleased with it.
He wasn't. It has been neglected for quite some time. It's been in my yard for a while, and it was neglected. But they're gonna get it fixed up for me.
I'm hoping we don't have to use it that much this year. Really, the only time I want to use it is for gator hunting this year.
Yeah, and I want to have it for just bullshitting too.
Well, yeah, I get
We
that.
need boats of them though for footage boats.
Yeah, I agree. And that woman Rhonda, I think, would be.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
Video.
Oh, yeah.
Go out and film that one.
Yeah.
Actually, Rhonda, she's day 1.
No, she's the 18th.
Oh, she's the 18th. I thought she got.
That
Whoever
was
we-
on me, brother.
September 18th. Perfect. We're filming Rhonda. And I also think, Mitch, what we should do, all the ones that we can go and film, whatever we can film, we'll be like, look, here's some free apparel. Put it on. You get to shoot the hunt.
yeah.
You get free apparel, and you get your film. You get a clip of you killing this alligator.
Yeah.
I think that's that even adds more to it.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
It'll be a great time. No doubt. I will tell you this. I have some. It's no different than the duck hunting like we were talking about earlier with the potholes and the fresh water.
Yeah.
It is like shooting fish in a barrel these years.
Yeah.
And some of the properties that I have tags for just unbelievable. I mean, good for, I've got 2 or 3 properties that are good for really 2 12-footers every year, at least. I catch at least 2 on there every year, and they always replenish. And A lot of people don't realize it because they just shoot the shit out of their alligators on their property, which I don't blame them. It's their property, do whatever. But, a lot of landowners just, they see alligator, they shoot it because they don't, fuck that thing. It's on my property. But if you have a large concentration of female alligators that live on your property, you will, no matter how many males you take off of it, they will always replenish themselves. Those big males will always come back because you got the hose.
Makes sense.
That's the way it works. I'm just saying, like that is the correlation with big gators repopulating themselves all the time. If you got them girls there, you're going to have them big boys there.
And a lot of people don't know how to determine the gender of the gator. How do
you really can determine it because it's like a female is going to be somewhere usually that a male's not living. A female doesn't really want to be around a male alligator. A male alligator, unless they're breeding, will eat that bitch. Like a big male alligator will eat any other alligator that gets near him enough to eat that son of a bitch because they're opportunistic eaters. They don't go hunt for their food. You get what I'm saying? Like they're not gonna like a crocodile like wait on their food to come drink and do all that shit. Like a big one that's smart might do that, with calves and hogs and stuff like that, kind of figure out where they come drink at, and then they might set up on that. But 9 times out of 10, an alligator is just an opportunistic hunter. Mm-hmm. Like it's just going to be whatever's in front of him right then, and we got it's because they're not. Don't get me wrong, they're apex predators, but not in the sense of like going and finding their food and really eating it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like a gator be swimming down the bayou and a big gar roll up in front of him, and he'll just eat that son of a bit. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. It's really more opportunistic than targeted.
Well, that's not what Mitchell was saying. He was just trying to get you to say, well, you stick your finger in their cloaca and you can feel their penis or vagina. That's what he was trying to get you to say. I wasn't really going that direction.
No, and what I was trying to finish was what I was trying to finish is they do that, but like a female gator will be living like she doesn't require a bunch of water. She doesn't require, if I'm going to hunt male gators, I'm going to hunt big water. Somewhere near big water, somewhere where there's a lot of food source, somewhere that it's a highway, because gators travel, male gators travel. That's their deal. So if you see a gator, and this is what I'm saying, if you see a gator in the same spot all year, just know it's a female.
Yeah,
you get like if you see the same one in the same spot year after year, it's always there. Don't go try to catch it.
Yeah,
I mean, and if you, I don't really care. I'm not telling people don't go do your thing. Like it's your tags. You go do what you want. I'm just telling you, if you want to grow, it's just like managing a deer population. If you want to grow a gator population, which you can manage your property to keep those females around, and I promise you those big males will move in there. If you don't have them right now, they will eventually.
Yeah.
Females are smart, the way it works. If they have a successful hatch,
they'll never leave.
So one of my best...
And some of them get their nests robbed every fucking year, and they still lay them in the same spot.
So what you're saying just like it made me have an epiphany. Like one of my best gator spots is a 2-acre reservoir that's in conjunction to literally the canal road is the barrier between the reservoir and a big canal system. Well, the canal system is loaded with gators 24/7. But if I hang a dead or a piece of rotten chicken over that reservoir, I am catching a 10-foot gator every year in that reservoir. And so that male is in there, and that's his territory.
Oh, yeah. And that's, and a lot of people do that. Well, it's like, well, you don't want to do that because a little one will eat it. If you have big gators around, that little one is not going to eat it because that little one is going to get ate on that line. You know, I mean, like, I can't tell you how many little gators I've caught on the line. Pulled up there that morning, 5-6 foot gator on the line that was just dead as shit and just chewed to death.
Shit. Yeah,
just
seen that several
chewed
times.
to death. You know what I mean? It just a lot, and that some bitch was brave and hungry or whatever. But it might not have knew the area. But any gator that is in that area and knows the deal, they are not going to eat that bait if a big one is right there.
So what's the biggest female gator you've ever killed?
10-3 that I've caught and killed.
That's a toad.
Yeah,
people that don't know, female gators usually don't get
That's
bigger
like the
than
equivalent of a 14.
The reason I asked is we had a 10-2 last year.
Yeah. 10-3, and Mark. It was whenever Mark still owned Porter's, and he told me that year on that piece of property I hunted, he said she's laid a nest full of infertils for 3 years in a row. You know, she'd have a big, beautiful nest. Every one of them be infertile. So she was past her prime, you know.
Yeah.
So he said, just go ahead and
that or no male wanted to fuck with her with it too.
It could be the deal. But this year, and I won't name the property, but I saw if I would put every tag that I get on it that this bitch was 11 foot.
Wow.
This year, and had a 42 egg nest that was the most beautiful nest you've ever seen in your life. And I was genuine. You know, we picked up almost 10,000 eggs this year. And so you go to a lot of nests and a lot of different situations and all that. I was legit scared of this bitch. Like, and she wasn't that, like, it wasn't that she was super aggressive coming out, but she was in her hole. It was in the middle of the marsh. There was no water around her. She just had a hole dug that she was up in. And she came out of it one time, and I was like, a male ate this bitch and took her hole over. Like, that's what I instantly thought, was like, there's no way that this is female. But she was fighting over them eggs, so it was. And I was just, I could not believe it. You know, just utterly was just like, I would, whenever that female, if she's there again, whenever she stops having good eggs, I would honestly love to catch, because that's another place where I have tags on where that female lives. I would love to catch that female and get her full body mounted right next to the 1310 and just have a 1310 male and an 11-foot fucking female sitting next to him. Like, you want to talk about two studs.
And missionary. You know
yeah.
Straight up. How many songs, first off, is going to be on this album?
10 songs, man.
10 songs.
10 song banger.
And before we say what the name of the album was, I remember we had a bunch of names, you know, years ago. I remember originally you wanted it to be called 10 Head and it was 10 head of cattle.
Yeah.
To make the album you
10
sold.
10 head. Yeah. That was going to be kind of my, as a cattle rancher, that was going to be my, you know, like 10 head. You know, because it was 10 songs. You know, I kind of looked at them as like that. And then I realized nobody's going to understand that.
Yeah.
So
if you would have said 10 cows on a cover with the number 10 on top of it, that'd be like, 10 cow?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So then it graduated from that, and I was going to name it Coon Dog Punch. And that was going to be the one when it came out originally. And then when I put it on the shelf, I kind of got to thinking about it. I was like, well, now that point's kind of moved. So
that would have been great if it would have came out, because he literally said at my bachelor party, Rance goes, we were talking about just old parties, drinking, whatever. And we said Coon Dog Punch, and Rance goes, I'm going to name my next album that. And it was like, no, you won't. He's like, swear to God. Like, got like all the cover art done, everything for it. About to drop Coon Dog Punch.
Catchy. Yeah, I went on a whole fucking tour. I mean, a radio tour and everything. I told every radio station I went to that we got a new record coming out called Coon Dog Punch, and they'd all look at me like, what is that?
What is that?
Joe's the one that really knows what Coon Dog Punch is.
Yeah, Joseph.
What'd you settle on, man, for the album name?
All right. The name of the record is going to be Bout Time. And it's going to drop November 17th. So the wait is over. It's coming.
About time.
It
is about time.
It is, and that's what made me settle on that name. So it's
and you know what's going to be great is whenever there's so many of like people that were friends with, acquaintances, everything that like listen to you religiously. And you know, when Spotify, like when a new album comes up that they listen to like that music a lot, it pops up. Mm-hmm. They're going to go, about time.
Yeah.
And then they're going to look at it and be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like,
that's it. That's kind of the point. So
double entendre of about time.
Yeah. It's a symbol of what it is and how I feel about it.
What it is. What's up?
Yeah. What it is. And what's up? Yeah. Totally. That,
November 17th, about time. y'all are going to have to check this shit out.
Yeah,
We're just
man.
giving you a sample on the Bayou Dragons podcast. We're going to clip a bunch of these songs and post them on the main TikTok.
As it draws closer, we're gonna reveal a little bit more.
Yeah, we could do another one of these right here.
Yeah.
I could
Do the other 5.
Do the other five.
On the record.
Yeah,
I'm
do 'em all.
game. I am game.
Yeah.
That'd be
Oh
fun.
man, yeah, we might. We'll see what people want.
We'll see what the people want.
Give them what they want, man. They want to dance.
Hell yeah.
That's from Selena. Nobody probably knows that.
Yeah.
Nombre.
Well, I will say what a treat it has been to
Yeah, it's been great.
be able to come hang out at this beautiful lodge.
For sure.
Yeah,
here
what
at
a-
Pipkin Ranch. Do
what
this
a treat.
podcast.
Yeah, and remember, you could be here. You could come.
$50.
Yep, $50 raffle.
Doll
2 people.
hairs.
So you and your buddy throw 25 in it.
Dude.
If you draw, you'll be here with the Bayou Dragons.
So what are we doing? We're doing whoever wins, they get to bring.
Yeah, they get to bring a friend.
They get to bring a
They
friend.
bring a significant other.
Yeah, whoever they want to bring.
Guy or girl, we don't judge.
We
Yep.
don't judge. If a girl
And,
wins and you want to bring another girl,
We're
cool.
gonna cook them some good food, have some cold drinks, good company,
Good hunting.
great hunting,
Great hunting.
great hunting.
We're gonna have to get a little film footage of this
Yeah.
this place, just like a little sneak peek, Mitch.
Yeah.
Of
And
just
And I venture to say that the drawing's going to get a little bigger. I've seen a couple guys that follow y'all sponsor wise who want to throw in some goodies.
Yeah. That's
The package could ultimately be pretty large.
it can keep just getting bigger.
Yeah.
The people,
The loot.
the loot.
Yeah.
We're gonna
All
have
the
some good loot.
goodies, all the goodies you get when you show up.
I'm just telling you, like with what we're gonna end up having offer wise. I'm not just exaggerating this number. By the time everything is done, it's like a $2,500 value minimum
Per person. Not
Yes.
2,500 total
like
per
$2,500 person total for the experience you'll get to have for $50.
Yeah. Well, it's not even the experience. And we're talking, if you just add up the hunting, the lodging, the food, right there, you're close to that number. Then you add the loot that there's going to be thrown into it, plus the camaraderie and everything else.
Man,
Yeah,
it's
I
gonna
mean,
be top notch.
you know,
Top notch.
Top
So-
notch. We might even have live music. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
we got plenty of room for it.
Know what I'm saying?
Possibly.
So, do you want to go ahead and
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give y'all a real treat here.
give us a treat, man?
To close her out, this is a tune that's about getting in a bunch of trouble in Louisiana.
Mitchell's been there.
Yeah, some of us have. It's hard to get in a bunch of trouble in Louisiana, but you can do it.
Yeah, you've done it really well if you get in trouble in
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Drink enough alcohol, you can get there easily.
Oh, I see the
Oh,
squeeze
sure.
box.
Yeah, get this old squeeze box out and see if I can't get a little coon ass.
Show that real quick
Shit
up to the
going.
camera. Just
How
quick.
about that?
Oh, we're about to zoom in on that.
That is.
Hey, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're gonna end off with Rance May with this beautiful tune that he's about to play.
I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, looking for a place to hide. I was slipping and sliding while drinking and driving, pretty women on my mind. I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, where I hear the gambling is good. I'm gonna soak up some culture down on the French Quarter, feel up on some Cajun food. Well, I was headed east to Nolan, driving straight across the border, running from old Johnny Law. Well, them rangers couldn't stop me, must have never even saw me, probably thought I went to Arkansas. Well, I was running away from trouble, drinking more and seeing double, with only one thing on my mind. Something about that Bayou living, dance all night with pretty women. Don't you know we're gonna have a good time? I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, looking for a place to hide. I was slipping and sliding while drinking and driving, Pretty women on my mind. I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, where I hear the gambling is good. I'm gonna soak up some culture down on the French Quarter, feel up on some Cajun food. Well, I've been thinking about them Creoles crab fishing in a P-roll, binging on them hurricanes, eating crawfish and gumbo down at the Fedodo, just riding that side of cold train. I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, looking for a place to hide. I was slipping and sliding while drinking and driving. Pretty women on my mind. I'm going downtown New Orleans, Louisiana, where I hear the gambling is good. I'm gonna soak up some culture down on the French Quarter, feel up on some Cajun food.
November 17th.